In this video we're going to give you a quick introduction to the interface of FL Studio so that you can quickly get started making your own music. This is probably what you're going to see when you open up FL Studio. Down here's the master, and basically you can mess with the entire track. And we got our noise gate, envelope, and loudness. Over here you can see the peaks. Pause them. You don't really need to worry about that too much when you're starting out. The pattern window, however, is probably one of the most important things on here. And here we have our samples loaded onto this pattern window. And as you can see, we're on pattern 1, as it says up here and right there. And you could go to different pattern windows by clicking here and dragging. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5. And the way that you play these samples is you put little markers here. So you click these little buttons here, and that's where the sample is going to play in time. And if you want it to play, you come up here, you make sure pattern is checked, and you click play. Now, if you want to add more samples to this pattern window, come up here to the top right and click View Browser, and you're going to see, well, you're probably going to see this, and you're going to have to click Packs, and you're going to see all your drum kits, and these are all samples, and when you click them you can hear what they are. And if you want to replace one of these, all you have to do is click one, drag it, and put it on top, and it's been replaced. And if you want to add a new one, you just put it under. So now we've changed this. Now when you're working with patterns, you can of course layer them, and the way that you're gonna look at them is with the playlist. So up on the top right, you're gonna click View Playlist, and here you can add patterns, and you can either add them up here or down here as blocks. I prefer to add them as blocks. It's just going to be up to you. So let's say we add our blocks here, and we want to play the patterns from the playlist. What we do is we click Song and we click Play, and as you can see, it just keeps playing. And now we could switch to pattern 2 by either clicking here and dragging, or we could click here, pattern 2. And so once you click the next pattern, or the pattern that you want, you could add the next sounds, and you could just keep playing this here and add the next sound. And you're not going to hear it until you put it here on the playlist. And we can go to the next one and do it again. Another way to change how these buttons are displayed is to right click and put fill each 2, 4, 8. And if you don't want them to be this short, you could change the beats per bar by dragging this here, and you can make it up to 48. So usually do 8 bars, and then let's say I want to put my hat every 4. You notice it's one bigger block, well, 2 in this case. And if I remove one, so you see how you can mess with the way the sounds are playing here on the playlist. But if you only want to play a single pattern, you just click here, and now I'm playing the single pattern. Now the next thing I'm going to talk about is the mixer. So the mixer, you click here on this one here at the end, or you can click F9, and you're going to see your mixer, and you're going to have different inserts here, and your master. And my master here is moving because I'm recording from here, and I'm going to explain how to do that later. But you should know that the first 4 samples that are already loaded here when you open up FL Studio are automatically linked to the first 4 inserts. So if we play our samples right now, you're going to see that the kick and the snare are going to be on the inserts. So you see that? That's the kick, that's the snare. And the hat's not on it because we added that afterwards. So we could link that by right-clicking, putting link selected channel, and now it's there. And we'll go into more detail on how to mess with the mixer later on in another video. Just know where it is. Now some other options you can mess with. Up here we have the metronome option. So you can have the metronome playing. This will change the tempo, you just drag it up and down. These, you don't really have to worry about these right now. You could use your typing keyboard as a piano and click this. So when this is on, I could go to one of these and I could just click on my computer keyboard and it'll play it for me. And depending on which note I play, it's going to be a different pitch. Now the next thing is adding instruments. And to add an instrument, all you have to do is right click any of these and either insert or replace and pick an instrument. So one common one is FL Key, and FL Keys comes with FL Studio, and here you could edit what it sounds like, and you could play it with your piano, with your computer keyboard. And if you have a MIDI keyboard connected, you could play with that too. And again, you could just add that to your, you could just add a pattern with the keyboard on it and you get playlist. Now when you're working with instruments, it's useful to edit the individual notes, and if you want to do that, what you do is you right click and you go to piano roll. And the other way is to, say you're on FL Keys, you go up here and you click view piano roll, or you just hit F7, and this here is going to allow you to edit individual notes. So you can just click here and add what you want, and it'll just play it for you. And we'll go into more detail about how to use this piano roll, how to do tricks in it later on. But for now, as you can see, it's pretty easy to use. And so we could add this to our playlist too, and we could have that play. And if you want to record, you could click this button here and click automation and score if you want to record an instrument. And so we could play it. Let's say we get rid of this pattern, let's go to pattern 5. We'll play the song because we want to record over the over the drum beat, and you just play on your keyboard. When you click stop, it's going to be there. Alright, so a couple more things. If you want to mess with the pitch of your entire song, you could use this wheel here. Change the pitch of absolutely everything. And this is how you mess with the volume, this bar here. So, I mean, once you make your song, you can come here and save it here, or if you want to export it, you click one of these, depending on what type of file you want to export. So what we've shown you in this video can get you started with FL Studio. You can start messing around, add different types of instruments, play with different samples and patterns, and start making some music. So hope that was helpful, and don't forget to check out our other videos here at hiphoptutorial.com.